Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode. Let's get straight to the point. Laziness is costing you valuable time, and it's stopping you from reaching your potential. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, yet some people achieve so much while others struggle to get started. The good news? You can change that. Today, we're going to talk about how to overcome laziness and take control of your time. First, let's address the root of laziness. It's not just about being unmotivated, there's usually something deeper at play. Laziness often comes from fear, perfectionism, or feeling overwhelmed. Think about a time when you kept putting off an important task. Was it because you genuinely didn't want to do it, or was there another reason? Maybe you were afraid of failing, worried that your efforts wouldn't be good enough. Perfectionism can paralyze us, making us think, if I can't do it perfectly, why start at all? Other times, the sheer size of a task makes it seem impossible, so we procrastinate instead of taking the first step. For example, imagine you need to write a report for work or school. You know it's important, but instead of getting started, you keep telling yourself, I'll do it later. Why? Maybe you're unsure how to begin, or you're worried it won't turn out well. So, you distract yourself with social media, chores, or anything else that feels easier. Before you know it, the deadline is looming, and you're stuck in a cycle of stress and last-minute panic. Recognizing what's really holding you back is the first step toward breaking free from laziness. Once you identify whether it's fear, perfectionism, or overwhelm, you can start finding solutions that work for you. In the next part, we'll explore how to take action, even when motivation is low. One of the best ways to beat laziness is to build momentum. Waiting for motivation to strike is a mistake because motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. The real secret? Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Start small. If a task feels overwhelming, break it down into tiny, manageable steps. Instead of thinking, I need to write a whole report, tell yourself, I'll just write one sentence. Instead of saying, I have to clean the entire house, start with I'll pick up 5 things. These small actions trick your brain into getting started, and once you begin, it's much easier to keep going. Think about a time you didn't feel like exercising but told yourself you'd just do a quick warm-up. Before you knew it, you had completed a full workout. Or maybe you dreaded studying but decided to read just one page, and suddenly you were deep into the material. This is momentum in action. Even committing just 5 minutes to a task can change everything. That initial effort creates a sense of progress, making the next step feel easier. It's like pushing a heavy boulder. The hardest part is getting it to move, but once it starts rolling, it takes less effort to keep going. So instead of waiting to feel ready, take a small step right now. No matter how insignificant it seems, that first action can be the spark that keeps you moving forward. Another key strategy to overcome laziness is eliminating distractions. We live in a world filled with endless entertainment, social media, notifications, streaming services, making it incredibly easy to waste hours without realizing it. One moment, you check your phone for a quick update, and the next thing you know, you've spent an hour scrolling through videos or refreshing your feed. If you struggle with focus, the first step is to create a work-friendly environment. Your surroundings have a huge impact on your productivity. A cluttered, noisy space makes it harder to concentrate, while a clean, organized area signals to your brain that it's time to get things done. Try setting up a dedicated workspace, free from distractions, where you can focus without temptation. Another powerful tactic is setting time limits. If you find yourself losing track of time online, use apps or built-in phone settings to limit social media use. You can also set specific work periods, like committing to 30 minutes of focused work before taking a break. One effective method for this is the Pomodoro technique, working for 25 minutes, then taking a 5-minute break. This structured approach keeps your mind fresh and prevents burnout, making it easier to stay engaged with your tasks. Remember, distractions don't just steal time, they steal momentum. The more you minimize interruptions, the easier it becomes to stay on track and maintain your productivity throughout the day. Stop waiting for motivation to magically appear. It's unreliable and fleeting. If you only take action when you feel like it, you'll struggle to make real progress. What truly separates successful people from the rest is discipline. They don't always feel motivated, but they take action anyway. Think about athletes training for a big competition. They don't wake up every day bursting with excitement to work out, yet they show up and put in the effort because they have a goal. The same principle applies to any area of life. Whether it's studying, working on a project, or building a new skill, discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. Start by setting clear, specific goals. Instead of saying, "I want to be more productive," define what that means. Do you want to study for an hour each day? Write 500 words a day? Exercise 3 times a week? When your goals are clear, it's easier to stay focused. Next, hold yourself accountable. Track your progress, set deadlines, or find a friend who can check in on you. Sometimes external accountability can push you to stay committed, even when your willpower is low. Most importantly, build habits that support productivity. Small daily actions, done consistently, lead to long-term success. The more you stick to a routine, the less you have to rely on willpower. Over time, taking action becomes second nature. You don't overthink it, you just do it. Success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment to start. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. The more consistent you are, the easier it becomes to take action effortlessly. Also, pay attention to your energy levels. Laziness isn't always a mindset problem. Sometimes it's your body telling you that something is off. If you're constantly feeling drained, struggling to focus, or lacking motivation, it might not be laziness at all. It could be exhaustion, poor diet, or lack of movement. Think about the days when you wake up feeling refreshed after a full night's sleep. Everything seems easier. You can focus better, work faster, and stay motivated longer. Now compare that to the days when you're running on just a few hours of rest. Even the simplest tasks feel overwhelming, and you find yourself procrastinating. Not because you're lazy, but because your body is out of fuel. Sleep is crucial. Aim for at least 7 or 8 hours of quality rest each night. Poor sleep leads to mental fog, lower energy, and increased stress, making it harder to stay productive. Your diet also plays a huge role. If you rely on sugary snacks, processed foods, or excessive caffeine, your energy levels will spike and crash, leaving you feeling sluggish. Instead, fuel your body with whole foods, balanced meals, and plenty of water. And don't forget movement. You don't need to spend hours at the gym. Even a short walk, stretching, or a few minutes of physical activity can boost your mood and energy. Exercise improves blood flow, reduces stress, and keeps your body and mind sharp. Productivity isn't just about working harder. It's about working smarter by taking care of your body. When you prioritize sleep, nutrition, and movement, you naturally feel more energized, focused, and ready to tackle your tasks without forcing yourself through exhaustion. Now here's a challenge for you. Think of one task you've been putting off. Maybe it's an assignment, a workout, organizing your space, or even replying to an important email. Whatever it is, commit to working on it for just 10 minutes today. No pressure to finish it, no overthinking, just start. Why only 10 minutes? Because once you take that first step, you'll break through the mental resistance that's been holding you back. More often than not, you'll find yourself continuing well past those 10 minutes because getting started is the hardest part. So no excuses. Pick your task, set a timer, and begin. And once you do, let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear about your progress and how you felt after finally taking action. That's all for today's episode. Remember, time is your most valuable asset. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. Don't let laziness or procrastination steal your potential. Take control of your time, push past the excuses, and make steady progress toward your goals. If you found this episode helpful, share it with someone who could use a little motivation today. Sometimes, a simple reminder can make a big difference in someone's life. Thanks for listening, and keep taking action. I'll see you next time.